Hello vinyl community, Mike from Mike Guitar Player 07 here, coming at you live with another vinyl record video. I am in yet another location. I know a couple of you have been commenting on my most recent video how I've changed locations to my bedroom. All the film videos in the other location for my records too. So you guys might not even get to see this because I gotta see if my friend will want to, but I'm going on a vinyl record excursion video adventure, hopefully. Either way, I'm going on a vinyl adventure with my friend, and I'm hoping that he'll want to join me on my YouTube journey. I've never done like a vlog kind of thing, so I'm hoping that he'll want to partake. We'll be going to the Princeton Record Exchange and this other record store that he's told me about that I've never been to or ever heard of. I'm holding this in my hand, that's why it's shaking, and usually I have it on a steady surface. Don't mind me. Human mistakes. You know, I didn't have anything that wouldn't cut off my head because I'm so tall, so. But anyway, if you guys see this intro, well, my friend approved to join me. Time for me to eat something, and then I'll be on the road.
I can't see.
It's okay, you have to drive. Yeah. Greetings, y'all. He can't see. So, you guys are going to see that intro from before because my friend agreed to do this with me. This is Matt.
Hello.
Tell him a little bit about yourself, Matt.
I don't know, MBA student, love music.
Pretty much the same as me.
Yep.
We met in the music master's courses.
Yep.
So what's the name of this one record store? I know Princeton Record Exchange, but I don't know the name of the other one.
Going to, on Google, it's labeled Flipside 2 Records.
Flipside 2 Records?
Flipside 2 Records.
Where is that in? Is that in Pompton Lakes?
It is right across from Station 1.
Okay.
So, a lot of people tend to say that the place we're going to, Flipside 2 Records, is overpriced. All I will say to that is it actually depends on what you're looking for, because I have scored many a bargain.
So let me ask this: is it like, so Beatles albums are like $20 a pop, and Led Zeppelins are $20 a pop, but then Rare Jazz is like $5?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
I mean, I have scored some fairly rare records there for like a crazy price that you would not find online.
Okay.
Bottom line. So hopefully it's open today, being that it is a holiday.
It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day today. Princeton Record Exchange, I believe, is open.
I reached out to him on Instagram. They didn't get back to me, so.
Well, they don't usually, at least in my experience.
Oh, okay.
Or it's at least hit or miss.
Right.
On Station 1, we would go to, but they're closed on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to this Flipside Records, and we're going to Princeton Record Exchange. And if both places are closed, well, that's a dud of a video, but also, at least it'll be a fun road trip. So, wish us luck.
Hey.
All right, guys, we got our grabs. We went over our budgets, both of us.
Hey. Edit that out.
So, what did we get? I'll show my stuff first. So the first record store, Flippin' what? What's it called? Flippin'
what? Oh, you plan on selling that?
No, the record store, Flipside, that's right.
Flipside 2 Records.
Flipside 2 Records. So the first thing I got was John Lennon and Yoko Ono, the wedding album. Avant-Garde was not on my want list, not on something I was looking for. However, for the price, with most of the inserts, I couldn't go wrong. Now here's Johnny Cash on the Sun label.
That was a fail.
This is on the Sun label in VG Plus near mint condition, so I was quite happy. And I also got Johnny Cash's Silver, which many complained because the first song, the L and N Don't Stop Here No More, sounds clearly synthesized because, well, it was the 70s. However, the rest of the album is not too terribly synthesized. And then at the Princeton Record Exchange,
You got more.
I got more.
Yeah. So did I can't complain.
Yeah. So here I got CDs and records. Y'all know I have just as big of a CD collection as I do vinyl collection. The big kicker was the Miles Davis All-Stars Walking. This thing was is an original press, New York labels, yellow Prestige label. Cost me my arm and my leg and my financial stability. Not really, but it was not cheap. Then I got the Miles Davis. I'm on Miles Davis again. The Dave Brubeck Quartet, Time Further Out. I don't know a single thing about this album, but I've heard it's similar in nature to Time Out, so I'm hopeful. And then this guy over here recommended me this album by McCoy Tyner, Fly with the Wind.
Yep.
On Monument. This is one I have never heard of or know by him, but I trust his judgment, so I
Brilliant pianist, man.
yeah, oh, most certainly. I mean,
Pretty sure he still lives in Jersey too.
that I do not know, but I know he worked quite closely with John Coltrane, so. And then the CDs I got was Working with the Miles Davis Quintet. This is an OJC, I believe, on CD. Milt Jackson and John Coltrane. Bags and Train. Killer. I saw a copy of that at the Flippin' record store. Flipside. I keep messing that up. Flipside record store, however, it was overpriced. Jimmy Dean's Greatest Hits. This one's sealed, so that's cool. And then I got Aladdin Sane by David Bowie because I'm starting to get into David Bowie.
There we go.
What'd you get, Matt?
All right, so what shall I start with? I will highlight a couple finds. Let's go with the seminal classic, the James Brown Revolution of the Mind, live at the Apollo Theater Volume 3. As I understand it, this is a must-have for all sample-based hip-hop producers.
Okay.
Next in the lineup, I will highlight Hair and Things by the Dennis Coffey Trio. I don't know anything about this, but the art looks really cool. Sometimes that's all you need to sell it on me.
Blind buy, right?
Absolutely. Total blind buy. It was in the soul section. I went, all right.
There you go.
And let me now, I'll highlight this record right here. Believe it's by the band Mallow, if I'm reading this. Mallow, yeah. All I know is Jorge Santana on lead guitar, so that was enough of a sell for me.
Nice. So that was that.
That was
Flipside?
Yeah, that was Flipside.
I got it right that time.
Let's go to the CDs. I'll highlight the CDs because a lot of the CDs are actually some of the best records that I heard last year. We're going to start with the pretty recent Michael Kiwanuka self-titled. Excellent record. My goodness. I mean, you cannot hear my enthusiasm, but this is an amazing record. If you haven't heard it, you need to hear it.
Nice. I'll take your word for that.
Aurora, Different Kind of Human. Also an amazing record in my opinion. Very good. If you haven't heard this as well, this is available to stream, guys. Music videos are out there as well. Y'all can check this out.
As much as we love physical media, you know Spotify exists.
And this was also pretty decent. This is Bad for Lash's album, Lost Girls. This was very synthy as well. I'm a big fan of synthesized pop. I don't know if that's the exact genre for it, but I'm a fan. So there's that. And here we have Jose Gonzalez, In Our Nature, I believe it is. Excellent guitarist. Would highly recommend.
We should listen to that on the way back. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, we could. And deluxe edition of Good Kid, Mad City. Best price I've seen for it, even though it's used. Although that could be why it was the best price for it. But I didn't have this one yet, so I had to go ahead and cop that. And then RIP to the guitarist Alan Holdsworth. Excellent guitarist as well. His album's really good. So you don't know about him, you need to check him out as well. Yeah, right. So that's where I went.
You get any vinyl at the Princeton or nah?
I did. You know what? I'll highlight one thing because you might hear it. You might hear it in a flip if I ever can get this out. Reverend Maceo Woods album. Looks like it's a self-titled album actually. But if anyone out there follows the producer Jake One, you know he's got a penchant for flipping gospel samples. And yeah, I'm just gonna jack that theme.
All right. He makes his own tunes and his own beats, so he's good at that, and he likes to check out some of this stuff for samples. So
appreciate it.
Flipping sounds, flipping records. Flipside. I had it right one time before. So that was the first time I've ever been. It wasn't bad. Had a very good collection, a very good selection. But the prices were crazy. Some of them were way overpriced. Some of them were way underpriced. That John Lennon Yoko Ono album, what I would assume would be the value of it, was way under it. I don't know what the actual value is, but I would expect it to be a little bit more with all the inserts. So it was underpriced, yet some of the Frank Zappa I was looking at was way overpriced. So, but anyway, that concludes this adventure. So thanks for watching. Keep on spinning that wax, and I'll see you next time. Matt won't. Maybe he will in the future though, but I will see you next time.